told you.
Man,
But
I didn't believe it until somebody else bought it and posted how magical it was.
it is what it is. Roy Bain says, "Well, you helped a bit with us at the Tri-State, the Tri-State
Tri-State show.
Pro Stocks. We had 10 views on our main event video in February, so you should. Well, that's what we're here for, Roy. We're here to promote the sport. You guys are. I love the Pro Stocks.
Yeah.
I love the group of people. That's a good group of racers.
Yeah.
A lot of fun guys, down there. And Roy, we've built a relationship with Roy Bain, and recently you saw the post I made. I remember that time, and all people that know me came in and posted a memory. That is not what that post was intended to be. It was just, but the way that thing turned out was, I mean, for me, I got all those memories, from people that, man, this is cool. This was something. It went a different direction than when I saw.
I know what your post was supposed to be about.
Yeah.
And then it turned into that, and I knew.
Which had nothing to do with racing at all, But it turned into that, and Sandy was like, "What a cool post!" She says that is so. What a great idea! I said that's not what wasn't intended to be that, But Roy actually chimed in, and I said the post said, "Remember that time."
Mm-hmm.
And Roy Tops, he chimes in and says, "When you tagged my car and I didn't even know it." We put the Moxie stickers on his car, and he had no idea. We waited for him to leave. We actually scouted that area out. You and I snuck up on there and put them
right on the sail panels.
We did. Put them in prime spots. Yeah, that was a good memory, and that was cool that Roy posted on there. See, it's stuff like that. It's those little things that we'll talk about for the rest of our lives.
Right.
You remember that? Oh yeah, when you snuck in my car.
We even talked about it on the show a couple times.
We did. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. But I'm just wishing the best for everybody. I hope that everybody is staying safe. Nobody's getting this virus going around, and having to follow these stupid rules that you don't have any choice. You can't go anywhere. Right. I hope everybody's not going as stir crazy as 10,000 views. They had 10,000 views on their main event. On the Pro Stock.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad we can help out. Anytime you can help somebody out like that and promote the sport and get any people interested or whatever,
right.
That's great. Hopefully it brings in some sponsors, and but I just hope everybody's staying safe. Nobody's getting sick. I can't imagine getting that CB19. What I've heard about it is it sounds horrible. Again, I don't buy into the hype that the media has created. I know there's a lot of truth in some of it, a lot of BS in a lot of it too. But yeah, I just want everybody to be safe and wash your hands.
Yeah.
Are you sick of hearing that? Wash your hands. 6 feet.
Well, I'm just wondering when they're going to tell me I can take a shower.
Yeah. Well, I wish they would hurry up and tell you that.
Yeah,
thank goodness we got the 6 foot rule here tonight. You're terrible. Anybody want to chime in and give us something? I mean, otherwise, we've been on the air for a little over 2 hours now, Gary. Anything you want to bring up? I know that. No,
I just just hope that everybody is staying safe out there, and that hopefully. It's really tough. I mean, I got some friends of friends that have been affected by this whole thing, and outcomes have been pretty decent so far.
Good.
But it's I just want everybody to be safe, and I worry about all the older people that have compromised immune systems. That's
the biggest thing.
Ones that
those are the people
really
that are
being affected.
Yeah,
big time. And I've seen some videos and some things from I don't know if anybody's seen the 3D modeling they've done of the lungs and everything else that of a patient that has the COVID-19. But I just hope everybody is being safe out there and doing their part to prevent spread, because I think that's the biggest thing about this is preventing the spread. Yeah.
Well, and that's what this whole lockdown, the whole stay-at-home thing is all about. Is if you're not out there, you can't spread it.
You can't spread it.
Exactly.
And
I get the concept.
Yeah.
I think it absolutely sucks. I think there's so many people losing so much over this. We've got friends that have business that can't open.
Yep.
Because of this, and that's their livelihood.
Yep.
and we all know somebody in that situation.
Absolutely.
And we're now at that point where it's affecting all of us, as far as racetrack owners.
Right.
I mean,
everybody is impacted in one way or another. Everybody. It's not just one thing. It could be multitudes of things, but everybody's impacted by it. And all we got to do is everybody's just got to, stand together and we're all going to get through this together. And regardless, one way or the other, as long as we all come out of this healthy.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that matters.
and we keep our economy rolling. We're doing so great. With our economy setting records, and everybody was happy. I mean, for the most part, people have money, people are spending money, interest rates are way down, but none of that stuff matters if
and that affects racing too, because it's sponsors, it's how much money they can put out. Everything is affected, and since it's affecting it in a negative way right now financially for everybody. We'll all pull through this. I mean, we will.
I think we'll come out better on the backside of this than we were going in.
Yeah.
I mean, watch that stock market when this whole thing is on the tail end. Watch how that thing just starts, like a rocket launching. That's what's going to happen.
If you're not buying race parts, get ready to invest in stocks.
Absolutely. Yeah, you want to make money, you want to lose money. How do you want to do this? I think we're going to come out. It's going to skyrocket on the backside of this.
And here's the other thing: this is a chance for families to grow closer.
Well, and that's you're absolutely right. With Tater, our youngest son, he's 14. His life is video games.
Yeah.
That, like most teenagers today, that's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
They want to get in there, they get the headsets on, get out their high performance controllers and the double 950 super pump. Well, I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, these kids will play games for 8, 10, 12 hours straight.
Jeez.
So the other day, I walked in his room. I said, "Get off the game." He says, like he was in trouble. He says, "What?" I said, "Get off the game." I went into his closet, reached up, I grabbed Battleship, the game Battleship.
Yeah.
We came out to the dining room table, sat down, and we played Battleship, and we laughed and joked. And honestly, the best time I've had with him in a long, long time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's that 14 to 17 is especially for boys, the very hard age.
Yep.
But we got him off the game, and I sat down with him. And it was just him and I playing Battleship and laughing. And the first game, I just annihilated him.
Did you stack your ships?
No.
Oh.
I didn't. But the second game rolled around, and this is honestly the truth. I don't know what he did, how he set his ships up, but, man, I couldn't hit anything. When the game was over, I finally won, and I'm not kidding you. I won the second game by a single hit. It came down to who was going to hit who on that last hit first. I beat him by one hit, and I said, "Show me your board." I turned mine around, and on his board where I had missed, I had circled every one of his ships. There was white misses all the way around his ships.
Oh, boy.
And you looked at his board, and there was a whole lot more red on his board, as far as, where they were hitting. But we had so much fun playing, a timeless game, Battleship. I mean, you haven't played that game, you haven't been alive. But like you said, bringing families closer.
It is, and it's I'm hearing and talking to a lot of friends that they're having meals together again. They're, so I can only say that this is something that maybe, although I try to look at the positives and everything.
Well, there is some good in this, in what you're talking about. Absolutely,
and it's people pulling together and helping each other out in a time of need. It's loaning your neighbor a roll of toilet paper. It's
you and I,
sugar.
A lot of people don't realize you and I live in very small communities.
Yep.
We live in Turner, Oregon, and it is a small community. We've got like the Marion store, half mile up the road. There is a table out there that you go on our community Facebook page, and people will go out there and drop off vegetables.
Yep.
Hey, I've dropped off something, or I dropped off apples, or I dropped off someone dropped off not long ago like 36 dozen eggs. Or, toilet paper, whatever it might be. There's, they drop it off there, and if people in the community need it, they go get it.
Yeah.
I see a lot more of that happening now than I did prior to this, and that's one of the positives in bringing communities and people together again. And we've with all the technology we have in the world, that's destroyed a lot of that.
Right.
You know, things like Facebook where you just get on, or how many people text instead of call.
Right.
You know, it's bringing people, especially in your home, like you said, families together and talking and watching movies together and stuff. There are some good to this.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking forward to it all being over.
I tried watching that. What's that lion show?
Tiger King.
Tiger King?
You didn't watch it?
I went through an episode and a half, and I'm like, this is BS.
Well, you only watched an episode and a half. You got to watch the whole thing. You have to listen to me.
It's already been ruined for me because the chick already, like, the chick everybody's saying to F off or whatever, she already fed her husband, so whatever.
You mean that big Carol?
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
you've got to watch the series.
No.
You have to. I sat down. I had no idea. I didn't know this was a thing. I didn't know it was a thing, so I'm cruising through Netflix not long ago. This is an honest to God story, I'm going to tell you. Cruising through Netflix, and I see this Tiger King. I'm looking at this dude with a mullet, and there's a tiger, and I kind of read the thing. And I thought, well, that sounds about goofy. Why not? And I clicked on it.
Yeah.
I watched the entire series. I sat down and watched the entire series. I think it took me... I started watching it that day, and I finished it out the next morning. And I have got to tell you, watching that, I had more entertainment watching that series than I had in a long time. I'm thinking, what in the heck is wrong with these people? I mean, you can't script that stuff.
No.
I mean, you're talking about some of the goofiest people you'll ever hear about in your entire life anywhere you go.
Yeah.
I mean, it just straight up whack jobs. Every situation. I'm sitting there. I'm watching this by myself, and I'm doing what you're doing. Like, there's no way this is real. I mean, it's real life. It's a documentary, but oh my God, there's no way that this can be real. And unbelievable. If you haven't watched that show, I'm not
reality TV.
Yeah, and I don't watch reality TV. I really don't. It's something
but that was real. That wasn't scripted.
It wasn't, and it's the goofiest thing, I think, one of the goofiest things I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm not kidding you. You got a guy, some of the stuff, just the way this guy presents himself, Joe Exotic, the way he presents himself when he's making commercials running for the governor of, is it Oklahoma? I think it's Oklahoma. And his commercial starts off with, "Hi, I'm Joe Exotic. I'm as gay as a $3 bill." I mean, what? This is how you're running for governor? I mean, just the craziest stuff. I don't care if you're black, white, gay, straight, whatever. But it was, I mean, think about it.
You really said that?
Yes. This is a political campaign commercial. I'm not kidding you. And this guy is this guy is such a walking contradiction of a human with okay. Before we close this up, I'm going to talk about this a little bit because this is so funny to me. Here you got a guy that's got a mullet. He's got a mustache like the dude from Dodgeball. Oh, yeah. Okay. The guy is and I don't mean this in any bad way. I don't care. I really don't. It doesn't matter to me. But the guy is as gay as you're going to find. He's toting a gun around. He's riding quads and shooting guns and wrestling tigers. And he's got this accent that is you can't help but laugh just hearing the guy talk. I mean, it's the craziest show I've ever watched. And the stuff that happens, like I said, it can't be. I mean, there's some stuff in there that is sad. It's sad, but there's stuff in there that, I mean, you almost pee your pants laughing so hard. It's the goofiest stuff I've ever seen. Yeah, I mean, if you haven't watched it, you want some entertainment while you're on lockdown, watch it. Watch it. I mean, it's nuts.
We'll see.
You got to watch it, man.
We'll see.
I want a full report in 2 days. Monday, I want a report. It's nuts.
It's hard for me because, my television channel is typically on either
Motor Trend or ID. I've been at your house a lot. I know. It's Motor Trend or ID. It's you're watching Motor Trend or your wife's watching ID station. I watch a lot of documentaries. I came across that one and I said, "What is this?" And I just, it was so unbelievable, but it real at the same time. You have to watch. I mean, it's like a bad car wreck. You don't want to look, but you have to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable, man.
I might try it again. I just couldn't get over some stuff, and it just kind of